Hi everyone, Tracy here from the Wild Women Project. Today we're going to do a very short root chakra Krya as taught by Brett Larkin. So we'll begin by tuning in. So bring your palms together into prayer position. Bring the thumbs to the sternum, lift the heart up to meet the hands. Dip the chin, close the eyes and take some nice deep long breaths. Inhale in. And out, and on the next inhale we'll begin with the Adi mantra. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo Om Namo Guru Dev Namo Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Deep breath in, hold, suspend the breath. Lift the spine, dip the chin, hold, and release when you're ready. Just let your arms come floating back down to your thighs, palms facing up. We're going to start with some breath work of the breath of fire. So there's quite a dynamic breath work, which we'll begin by showing you with the mouth open, but later when we do the practice, we'll keep the mouth closed. So we're going to begin with panting like a dog. So with your mouth wide open, you're going to be making this noise. As you can see from when I'm exhaling, my stomach is going in. And that's the focus of the breath, is on the exhale. The inhale is a passive result of the force in which we're putting in to the exhale. You really want to be pulling that belly button as far back into the spine as you possibly can. So just practice that for a few seconds. Now I want you to close the mouth and have all of the breathing happening through the nostrils. So it's the same process. On the exhale out of the nose, the belly snaps back and the inhale becomes passive as the belly expands again. Okay, if you're ready, we'll begin. Bring your hands into prayer position and bring the hands back into the chest, thumbs to sternum. Dip the chin slightly, take a deep breath and begin breath of fire. Continue. If you're pregnant or menstruating, you can try the long deep breathing, which is inhaling through the nose, filling the belly up as far as you can push, get that bullet belly out, and exhaling all of the air and pulling the belly button back into the spine, and continue with the long deep breathing. Continue about halfway through. Now the breath of fire takes practice, and of course if you're feeling lightheaded, you might find that you're actually just breathing from the chest. You really need to make sure that you're engaging the diaphragm, the lower diaphragm and the belly in this breath work practice to ensure that you don't feel lightheaded or dizzy. We're almost there, keep going. Like I said, this takes practice. If you find yourself tiring, take a break and then get back into it as soon as you can. Just 15 more seconds, see if you can keep it up to the end. Deep breath in, push the belly out as far as you can. Engage that root lock. Squeeze the sex organs, push that belly out, keep pulling up, squeeze yourself like a toothpaste roll, and release when you need to. Palms facing up, resting in easy pose. And just take a moment now to go inward, self-sensing, self-reflecting, and see and feel and experience what it feels like for you on the inside. Now bringing our arms up to our shoulders, we're going to do a spinal twist. If you're able to put your thumbs behind your shoulders and fingers at front, I need to lift mine a little further forward due to my anatomy. And we're going to inhale and move to the left, and exhale and move to the right, all through the nose with our eyes closed. Inhale left, exhale right, and let the head follow the body. Keep going. You may wish to engage the root lock at the moment. If you squeeze the sex and rectal organs, you will create a much more secure lower back for the purposes of these spine twists. And engaging the abdominal muscles at the same time can really provide you with incredible support as you're moving through this. So be very intentional, don't be throwing yourself around. Inhale left, exhale right. You can think to yourself, sat towards the left, nam to the right. Sat, nam, sat, nam. Do this inside the mind so you can continue with your breathing. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale to center, squeeze that root lock, push the belly out, squeeze, 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 nice tall spine, dip the chin, squeezing that root lock, pushing that energy up your spine. Hold, 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 and release. Come back into easy pose, palms facing up, forefinger and thumb touching. We're just going to rest here for 30 seconds. Okay, for the next asana, the next posture is called frogs. So if you have no trouble with your knees, then this is how we're going to be doing the next posture. So come with your heels together, come standing with your heels together, and I'd like you to scooch down until you're in what is known as the frog position. So your fingertips are on the ground, and you're going to be putting about 45% of your weight into here. And as you can see, as best you can, them heels are still touching. So I'll show you the full range of this movement, which is inhale up, and the heels of your feet are not going all the way down, and you're putting the weight quite largely in your fingers that are touching the ground, and coming back down on the exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Now I'll just show you what that looks like from this side. Into the frog position, pads the fingers on the floor, toes are on the floor and the heels up. So we're going to inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Now if your knees are bad, or if that posture doesn't work for you, stand all the way up with your hands on your hips and your legs and your feet shoulder width apart. So you're going to be going down, bending the knees and going down and coming back up and then bending forward. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And I'll show you that from the side. Take an inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up. So whichever one you're doing, come into position. We'll just be doing this for 1 minute. Take your time. This is not a race. And these are quite tricky. So whether you're doing the full frog or the standing frog, come into position now and we will begin. Inhale up, exhale down. Remember, take breaks when needed. If there's any twerking happening on your knees, perhaps you could try the other position, or just take breaks and get back into it as soon as you can. Keep going. You're about halfway there. Now the frogs are really great for letting the head brain know that it's not always in charge, and that the gut brain and the heart brain also can be on top too. If you notice from the position that your gut is notably higher than your heart and head. So it's incredibly grounding even though we're going up and down. So keep going for 10 more seconds. You're doing great. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Well done. I know that's a tricky one. Whatever you've managed to do is great. Feel good about that. So now I just want you to come back to sitting position. Stretch those legs out in front of you. And just to finish off, we're just going to do a lower back stretch. If you are able to reach your toes, the big toes, grab hold of them. But if not, your shins or knees, wherever you're comfortable reaching. And we're not folding over our heads, we're not bending our necks here. We're just going to bring our torso down as far as you're able to go. And just long deep breathing in this position. You should feel this pulling, or you could feel this pulling on the top of your legs and lower back. We're just going to give that part of your body a bit of a stretch just to finish off today. And like I say, try not to be forcing your head down into your knees. Just let the torso go as far as it wants to. Eventually that'll start to give and you'll get closer, I promise. Lovely. Now come back to this easy pose position. We're going to close off with Sat Nam. So get yourself nice and settled. Feel good about the practice that you've done today. It's short, sweet, but very, very powerful. So well done. Take a nice deep breath in. Bring the palms up into your chest, into your heart space. Lift the heart to meet the hands. Dip the chin. And we're going to finish with a long sat and a short nam. Deep breath in. And we'll begin. Sat Nam. Thank you guys, and I'll see you again soon.